Now to a major update on a story this team has followed closely for more than 2 years now. A D.C. jury has convicted 2 officers on all charges they faced connected to the death of this man here, Karan Hilton Brown. One of those officers was found guilty of murder. Hilton Brown, you might remember this, died during a police chase. He was on a moped and drove right into oncoming traffic when he was hit and killed by another driver. Our John Henry is here in studio with me tonight to walk us through this verdict and what comes next. John.
Hey Lorenzo, just 6 hours ago, the jury found former MPD officers Terrence Sutton and Andrew Zabavsky guilty. That decision brings us possibly one step closer to a resolution in a case that had many D.C. residents up in arms.
Justice for Karan!
Just 6 months after the murder of George Floyd, many locals walked back out into the streets of D.C. to protest the murder of 20-year-old Karan Hilton Brown. Local activists argued police here in D.C. acted recklessly in their pursuit of another black man. They said former MPD officer 38-year-old Terrence Sutton should have never chased Hilton Brown in his cruiser for 10 blocks through D.C.'s Brightwood Park neighborhood. Well, Wednesday, a federal jury agreed with their position, much to the delight of the Hilton Brown family's lawyers and supporters.
It means a lot to our communities.
At that moment, a joy came over me for accountability.
They found Sutton guilty of second-degree murder, a charge that carries up to 40 years in prison.
That there's a pattern and practice within the police department of targeting young black males with deadly force.
The jury said Sutton drove a police vehicle with conscious disregard for an extreme risk of death. But he wasn't the only person they convicted. They also ruled Sutton's supervisor, former Lieutenant Andrew Zabavsky, conspired to hide the circumstances of the Hilton Brown crash from MPD brass.
You can't do it.
Outside the courthouse, Sutton's supporters voiced frustration. His girlfriend's mother called the jury's decision prosecutorial misconduct. Still, what happens next remains a bit unclear. Sutton's attorney once said he had multiple avenues to file an appeal, but he did not answer our calls Wednesday night to say whether he would do so. The judge actually denied a submission of evidence on that lawyer's behalf that argued for the dismissal of the case on the 3rd day of jury deliberations. Now, our Bruce LeShan was in the courtroom for some emotional moments this afternoon. He said when the verdict came down, Sutton immediately placed his head in his hands before turning a bright red. Also, authorities appeared to take Karan Hilton Brown's mother into custody after the verdict. Her friend said it was for an alleged assault inside the courthouse. We reached out to the court for more details, but have yet to hear back. Lorenzo?
Yeah, at the end of the day, a 20-year-old man lost his life and his daughter has to grow up without a father. Also sad. John, thank you so much.